Hey YouTube, it's Maya here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you guys didn't already know, I am a high school graduate, class of 2020. So for this week's video, I thought it'd be fun to show you guys my graduation get ready with me. Now I do want to preface, I am no James Charles or Nikki Tutorials. I am just someone who likes playing with makeup, but I am no beauty guru, so please be nice to me in the comments. Now, technically, I did already graduate a few days ago. Actually, that is not true. I don't graduate until August. A few days ago, I had a graduation motorcade parade, but I did not actually go through the process of graduating and receiving my diploma. So technically, I'm not a graduate. But my school is doing some professional graduation photos today. So if you guys want to know how I go from this to this, then keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is apply some chapstick because my lips are so chapped. Now I did do some pre-work, I guess you can call it. My school colors are blue and white, and I am wearing white, so I thought it'd be fun to paint my nails blue for this occasion. And I also braided my hair, that way it'll be nice and wavy for the photo. So first I'm going to start with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, because as Nikki Tutorials would say, not to prime is a crime. Sorry if I'm like looking into the monitor a lot, I'm low-key using it as a mirror. Next up, I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier powder and this beauty blender and powder down my eyebrows. I do this to kind of reduce the shine that shows up whenever I do my eyebrows, because we don't want that for a photo. This also ensures that my eyebrows stay on, which is very important. Now I take a fluffy brush and just wipe the powder off. Alright, now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and for that I am using the Benefit Brow Zings. So the way I do my eyebrows is pretty standard. First, I outline them in a dark brow color, and then I fill them in with a slightly lighter brow color, making sure to go lighter towards the front of my brow. And then for like an extra step, I like to go in with an eyeshadow and put that over top my brow just to darken them and make sure they stay on. For the eyeshadow, I am going into the Tartelette in Bloom palette and using the shade Smoke Show, which is the darkest brown color. I take just a standard eyebrow brush, dip into the color slightly, and then just apply it to the eyebrow. Now that the eyebrows are all set and good, it's time to move on to the face. So I only used to wear liquid foundation. That was like my holy grail for years, and then I switched to only wearing concealer, and now I use powder foundation. When I wear liquid foundation, it's just so much on, and then when you put the concealer and the blush and the contour and your powder on, it just becomes so cakey. And since it's summer out and humid, I really don't want to feel like I'm walking around with pounds of makeup on, so that's why I've switched to powder. This is the Hello Flawless powder foundation, and I am in the color beige. I just use the little applicator that comes in the foundation and just apply it like so. Now I know dragging on your face is not the best idea. You're supposed to like pat stuff in, but honestly it's kind of hard to make this stuff look even if I just pat it. So I kind of like spread it around. I know that's kind of a big makeup no-no, but oh well. Like I said, I'm no makeup guru. I am just someone who likes it. Ooh, I really need to blend that. Now that that's mostly on, I like to go in with another powder foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation, and I am in the color Natural Beige. Just do the same thing, put the applicator on the powder, and then just go to town. I use this powder just to kind of like blend out the Benefit one in case I didn't really blend it out all the way. And judging by how red I look in the monitor, I clearly have not. Next up, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am in the color Light Neutral. And I'm just applying this to my under eye right here. I don't even know what to call this, like my jawline, I guess. Right on like the bridge of my nose and on my forehead. I don't always wear concealer with powder foundation, but I am today just because I like having my under eyes a little bit brighter and just kind of adding some dimension to my face. Okay, now that that is on, I am going to go in with my Hoola Benefit bronzer and just add some dimension to the face. For my brush, honestly, these brushes are so old, so the name has been scratched off, but it's basically just like this little angled brush. So I like to contour my cheeks, my forehead, my jawline, and my nose. Once I am all contoured up, I go back in with my Laura Mercier powder and bake my under eye area, my jawline area in between the contours, my forehead, and the bridge of my nose. Okay, this looks crazy. So for the eyes, I'm going to be doing a pretty natural-esque look. So first I'm going into the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm going to go into the shade Flower Child and put that all over my lid. And for my brush, I'm just using this cute little fluffy brush. Next, I'm going into the color Smarty Pants and kind of deepening out my outer edge. So I basically lay down the product mostly on the outer edge of my eye and then just kind of start blending inwards. Now I'm going in with Jet Setter and deepening that color more. Now I'm going to go into the James Charles X Morphe palette and I'm going to kind of blend the colors 10% off and no beans, just to add some more darker browns to the edge. Now I'm going back into the Tartelette in Bloom palette and using a different fluffy brush, and I'm dipping into the color Charmer and putting that on kind of my lid area just to brighten up the front of my eye. Also, before we move on, I'm going to wipe away this powder, or this bake, I should say. Alright, now I'm using this little flat end brush and going back into the Morphe X James Charles palette. And just to add a pop of color under my eye, I'm going to go into the shade Playground. And basically, I am just going to pat this color under my eye. And kind of like the upper lid, I keep the dark part of the color on the outside of the eye, and then as I work inward, I lighten it up. And with that, the eyeshadow is done. All right, now we're going to go back to the face. So now we're going to apply some blush, and for that I'm using the Tarte blush. It's kind of bright because of the ring light, but the shade is called Partay. It's basically just a very nice nude pink color that's not too vibrant. It's a little bit more natural. And I'm applying it with this big circular fluffy brush. Now to add some highlight, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty highlighter. It is totally blocked out because of the ring light. And this is the color Lighting Dust and Fire Crystal. There we go. My highlighter is very, very broken. So I'm going to be going in to the Lightning Dust shade with this cute little highlighter brush, tapping it in there, and then just applying it right on top of the blush. Woo! And I'm also going to put some highlight right on the Cupid's bow and above my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to take this, I don't even know what kind of brush to call this, but it's like a circular pointed kind of brush. And I'm going to go into the Lightning Dust color and then apply this to the bridge of my nose for some highlight. Ooh! And then use my finger to blend it in. And then add some more highlight to my inner corner. Now that I've got you guys zoomed in, I'm going to apply my eyelashes, and I'm going to be using the Velour Silk Lashes, and these lashes are called Fluff and Thick. I use this duo glue that you can honestly find at like a CVS. And last but certainly not least, we have the lips. I'm going to be applying this tinted nude lip gloss by Morphe, and this is in the color Groupie. I absolutely love these lip glosses. They're $8, which is like insanely cheap compared to a lot of lip glosses, which are more on the higher end of like $18, $16, $20. Alright, now that my makeup is all done, now it is time to actually get ready. So first I'm going to take out my braids. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I forgot setting spray. Before I forget, let's set this face using the Sephora Beauty Amplifier setting spray. This is my favorite setting spray. It honestly leaves my makeup on all day. Okay, much better. Now I can take out my hair. Okay, I quickly just got dressed. I will show you guys an OOTD in a sec, but I had to change because now it's time to put on my graduation cap. If you're like me and hate these weird flabby things because they kind of make my head look weird, what you can do is actually roll them up like this and then just put your cap on that way. And as you can tell, it is not secure at all. So I'm going to bobby pin both the sides of my head and the back just to make sure this thing does not go anywhere. However, I would recommend to just pin your graduation cap anyways because the cap is really not that secure on your head by itself. So having some bobby pins just ensures it won't fly off. All right. This thing is not going anywhere. So, for my outfit, I am wearing this super soft blue velvet-like dress. It's super comfortable, very light feeling and adorable. And then for my shoes, I am wearing some brown wedges because they give me a lot of support that other heels do not, and I would just fall. I've also accessorized with some chains and some sparkly hoop earrings. And then, of course, to make this a graduation, I've got my white robe on with my blue and white honors robe. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was so much fun to document my process. Even though I am not a beauty guru, I thought it'd be fun just to show you guys what it was like to get ready with my graduation since it is such a big milestone. If you guys want any other videos on graduations, surviving high school, getting ready for college, please let me know down in the comments below. And with that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye!